Okay, so last class we saw about afferent and efferent nucleus. So today's topic we are going to see about in the neuroanatomy cranial nerves. Okay, so how many cranial nerves will be get present in the brain? So there are 12 pairs of cranial nerves will be get present. So we will list out the cranial nerves, 12 pairs of cranial nerves. Then we will go each cranial nerve, which will be very briefly. So we can go very detailedly that how the cranial nerves, what the function of the nerves, it is sensory or the motor, and what is the course of the cranial nerves. Okay, so now come upon here. The first cranial nerve is the olfactory. First cranial nerve is the olfactory nerve. Second cranial nerve is the optic. Third, oculomotor. Fourth, trochlear. Fifth is the trigeminal. Trigeminal cranial nerve has the three branches. The one which goes to the one which goes to ophthalmic, maxilla, and mandibular. Okay. So sixth cranial nerve is the abducens. Seventh cranial nerve is the facial. Eighth cranial nerve is the vestibulocochlear. Ninth is the glossopharyngeal. 10th one is the vagus. 11th is the spinal accessory nerve. 12th one is the hypoglossal. So these are the 12 cranial nerves which are present. Okay. So now we are going to see about each cranial nerve, which will be very briefly. So first cranial nerve is the olfactory nerve. So what the olfactory nerve which will be do? What the function of the olfactory nerve? Either this olfactory nerve is the sensory part or the motor part. Okay. Now we will go to the olfactory nerve. We will see very briefly about the nerve. Okay. The first nerve is the olfactory. Olfactory cranial nerve is the sensory part. This olfactory cranial nerve undercomes in which column? SVA column, special visceral afferent column. It comes the special visceral afferent column. How many olfactory cells are present in the nasal cavity? There are 16 to 20 million of olfactory cells will be get present. 20 olfactory nerves will be get present. Okay. So now listen. Where these cranial nerves will be where these olfactory cells will be get present. Okay. So listen. This is my nose. This is my two alas. Two alas will be present. This is the two lateral alas. So if I remove these two lateral alas, you can see the medial wall of the nose. Okay, this is the lateral wall of the nose. If I cut it in the ventral section part, you can able to see the medial wall. That means, so inside the septum will be get present or nostril. That is the medial wall. So if I take the medial wall of the nose, in the medial wall of the nose only the olfactory cells will be get present. So first I will give the overview. Next we will move to the detail part. Okay, so listen here. This is the frontal lobe. This is the frontal lobe. Okay. So in the frontal lobe, a bulb-like structure will be get present. It's called as a olfactory bulb. From the olfactory bulb, a extension cylindrical structure will be get present. That is called as the olfactory tracts. From there, a pyramidal shape will be get present. This is called as a olfactory pyramid. Okay, so let it write it here. This is the olfactory bulb. This is the olfactory tracts. This one is the olfactory pyramid. Okay, this is the olfactory pyramid. So if I take the middle wall of the nose, so listen, this is the middle wall of the nose, this is the nostril, hairs will be get present. Okay, so look upon here. If I cut the ventral section part of the nose, you can able to see the middle wall of the nose. Okay, so listen, this is my finger. So inside my finger, if I put the finger into my mouth, upper the first part is the hard palate will be get present. From the hard palate, if I extend my finger into inside, you can see the soft palate. Okay, from the soft palate, a pendulum like structure will be get present. That is called as a uvula. Okay, so here hard palate will be get present. From the hard palate, soft palate, the pendulum like structure, the uvula. Hard palate, soft palate, this is the uvula. Okay. In the roof of the nasal cavity, a perforated substance which will be get present. The roof of the nasal cavity, a perforated substance which get present, that is called as a cribriform plate. That is called as a cribriform plate. So inside the nasal cavity, the olfactory cells will be get present. The neurons are which get present in the nasal cavity. Okay, so these are the neurons. So these neurons has the two axons. Okay, these neurons has the two axons. So this neurons is called as a bipolar neurons. This neurons is called as a bipolar neurons. So this all the neurons will be get combined. Combined here and forms a fiber. This optic fiber will reach into this olfactory bulb. Okay, see here, all the neurons are combined to form a fiber, and this fiber will be reach into the olfactory bulb. Okay, so this is the overview part. Okay, so if I take, which will be go to the very briefly. Okay, will be rub it out. Now you can able to clearly understand the topic. So listen. This is the middle wall of the nose. Here the hard palate will be present, soft palate, uvula, hairs. So here the roof of the nasal cavity, cribriform plate will be present. Cribriform plate. So now come to the point. Okay. So this is inside the nasal cavity. These olfactory cells are present in the inside the nasal cavity. Okay. So inside the nasal cavity, the mucous membrane which will be get present. So these are the mucus. The mucus are which will be get present inside the nasal cavity. Okay. The mucus are will be get present. So in this mucus, the neurons, the special type of neurons are will be get present. So these are the special types of neurons. These are the special types of neurons. It has the two axons. If the neuron has the two axons, we will call this as a bipolar neurons. We will call this as a bipolar neurons. We will call it as a bipolar neurons. Okay. So For example, I will take the methane. Okay, this is the CH4 methane. If you are smelling the methane, the first smelling sensation which goes into the nasal cavity. Okay, the first smelling sensation which goes into the nasal cavity, the smell which is going to be get trapped into the mucus. The first smell is going to be get trapped into the mucus. Okay, so in this nasal cavity, the mucus gland will be get present. So if the mucus gland will be get present, only the mucus will be able to synthesize. Am I correct? So here the mucus glands will be get present. These mucus glands are secrete the mucus. Between the two bipolar neurons, the epithelial cells will be present. So if you take the mucus, in the mucus the epithelial cells will be get present. So in between the bipolar neurons, epithelial cells will be present. So these are the epithelial cells. Okay. So now come. So before that I put the olfactory bulb, olfactory tract, pyramid in the frontal lobe. So that I will put in the above of the nasal cavity. So by that we can able to understand clearly. Okay. This is the olfactory bulb, olfactory tract. From the olfactory tract, olfactory pyramid will be there. Okay. Okay. This is the olfactory bulb, olfactory tract, olfactory pyramid. So now listen. The smell, the methane. When you are smelling the methane, the smell which is moves into the nasal cavity, the first smell is going to be get trapped into the mucous membrane, and it's going to be get bind with these neurons, bipolar neurons. So these are the olfactory cells. When these will be get bind, the olfactory nerves will be from this nasal cavity. The olfactory nerves will be get started. So all will be combined. Okay, then these will be enter into the olfactory bulb. Okay, these will be enter into the olfactory bulb. In this olfactory bulb, the second type of bipolar neurons will be get present. The second type of bipolar neurons. This blue color mark is there na? These are the second type of bipolar neurons. This is the second type of bipolar neurons. So these neurons they will called as a mitral cells. So these cells which are present in the olfactory bulb, they will called as a mitral cells. So this is called as a mitral cells. So this one which are present in the nasal cavity, these cells are called as a olfactory cells. This is the mitral cells, this is the olfactory cells. And one more special type of neuron which will be get present in the olfactory bulb. So what the name is called? It's called as a granular cells will be get present. So this is the granular cells. The one axon extension which moves to the mitral cell, the one axon extension is moved to the olfactory cell. Okay, so this is called as a granular cells. Okay, so in the granular cells, GABA will be get present. GABA is nothing but gamma acetobutyric acid. This gamma acetobutyric acid is the neurotransmitter. Okay, it passes the message to the brain. So now listen. See. So first we take the example as the methane. So leave it the methane. Now come upon here. How the smelling sensation will be get happens. How you are feeling the smell sensation. So listen, if you are taking, so in the dining table there are the 10 dishes are will be get present. How many dishes? There are the 10 dishes are will be present, for example. So 10 dishes are the varieties types of dishes are will be get present in the your dining table. When you are sitting onto that, first you are smelling the soup, the first dish. Okay, out of 9 you are first smelling the soup dish. Okay, because of why you are smelling the soup dish, automatically it will be smell up. Why the other 9 food you can't smell up? So all the food at a time you can't smell up. Okay, the first food automatically you are smelling the soup, because of compared to the 9 food, the soup sensation, the soup potential will be high compared to the 9 foods. So how you are smelling the soup? Now just listen. See, this is the soup. Okay, the first, the soup which is moved to the nostril, from the nasal cavity, here the trapping will be takes place and it bind to the olfactory cells. These olfactory cells move to the mitral cells. These mitral cells will give the smell of soup, because of this soup have the potential to activate the mitral cells. The soup have the potential to activate the mitral cells compared to the 9 foods, because of in the soup we are adding more number of fragrance into that compared to the 9 foods. Okay, so these mitral cells activated by this soup, because of this soup has the ability to activate the mitral cells. If you take other 9 foods, we will take the example as the samosa. Okay, if you are taking this samosa, samosa has the less fragrance. Okay, this samosa smell sensation was given by which cell? See, the samosa cannot able to activate this mitral cells. Okay, the granular cells which gives the smell of this samosa, because of the smell which is inserted into the olfactory cells. From the olfactory cells, here one extension part is there now of the granular cells. From these granular cells, it connect to the granular cells, and these granular cells will go bind to the mitral cells. This mitral cell will give the smell of samosa. It not given by directly. Soup gives the directly the smell which gives directly by the mitral cells, because of it has the ability to activate the mitral cells. The samosa doesn't have the ability to activate the mitral cells. Okay, so it goes indirectly by the granular cells. Here the GABA is be there. This GABA is the neurotransmitter. It will pass the message to the mitral cell. Okay, it pass the message to the mitral cell. Then the mitral cell which gives the smelling sensation of the samosa. Then you will feel the samosa sensation. Now listen. So these all the fibers will be combined. Okay, these all the fibers will be combined and move to the. These fibers are moved to the olfactory tracts. From the olfactory tracts, it moves to the olfactory pyramid. Okay, it moves to the olfactory pyramid. This is the medial wall and the lateral wall. Medial wall of the nerve and the lateral wall of the nerve. So we will take the frontal lobe. We will take the frontal lobe. This is the frontal lobe. So in the frontal lobe, here the bulb will be get present, olfactory bulb, tract, and the pyramids. Okay. Here the nerves will be coming here. Okay, the nerves will be coming here. This is the medial part, this is the lateral. Okay, this is the medial part of the olfactory nerve, this is the lateral part of the olfactory nerve. So now listen, this medial part of the olfactory nerve, the nerve which is going to be end with the subcallosum gyrus. Here the subcallosum gyrus will be get present in the frontal lobe. Okay, the medial part of the olfactory nerve which will be end with the subcallosum gyrus. This will be end with the subcallosum gyrus. Okay, the lateral olfactory nerve end with the amygdala, hippocampus and the pyriform cortex. Here the amygdala, hippocampus, pyriform cortex. This is the amygdala. amygdala, piriform cortex, hippocampus. Hippocampus. See, amygdala is also called as a limbic system. What the function of amygdala? Amygdala gives the emotion and behavior. Okay, amygdala gives the emotion and the behavior. How this will be connected to the olfactory? So I will tell. Amygdala is the emotion and the behavior. Hippocampus means memory. Okay, this piriform cortex is the activation. See, listen. So you are eating chicken biryani. Okay, chicken biryani you are eating. So when you are eating the chicken biryani, that time you will give some emotion. Wow, it is so good. So when you are looking up to the biryani, you will give some emotion. The emotion which is given by the amygdala. When you are eating the food, when you are smelling the sensation of the food, the smelling sensation which gives by the mitral cells, and the emotion will comes with the smell. The emotion which will becomes emotion and the behavior which gives by amygdala. Okay. Hippocampus. What the function of the hippocampus? See, you are eating the food, same chicken biryani at previous month. So after 1 month, you are again eating the biryani. Okay. So that time you can able to understand, oh, this is the biryani, this is not the tomato rice. Am I correct? So past 1 month you not ate the biryani. After 1 month you are going to be eat. So that time you can see that, oh, this is the biryani. So the memory which is given by the hippocampus. Okay. The smell sensation automatically will be get activated. If you are smelling any food, that suddenly it will be get activated. It is given by the piriform cortex. Okay. So the nerve which is the medial wall of the nerve end with the subcallosum gyrus. This is the subcallosum gyrus. Subcallosum gyrus. Subcallosum gyrus. So this is the first neuron, second neuron, third neuron. First is the olfactory cells, second is the mitral cells, third is the granular cells. Okay. So this is the course. So how you will be write origin of the olfactory cell within the nasal cavity. So I will write here, origin is within the nasal cavity. Foramen. What the foramen here present? Cribriform plate. The olfactory nerves are crossing the cribriform plate to enter the olfactory bulb. So what the foramen which is present? The foramen which is present in the roof of the nasal cavity, that is called as a cribriform plate. So cribriform plate. Okay. What type of fiber it is? It is the sensory. Why we are calling this a sensory? Because the impulse is going towards the CNS. It not comes from the CNS. Okay? It is going towards the CNS. It is the afferent fiber. It is the sensory part. So fiber is the sensory. So if the question asks, write detailing about the olfactory nerve. So you have to draw all the things and you have to be explained in the theoretical form. So how you will write the course? The first, the smelling sensation entering the nostril. So after it enters the nostril cavity, the first smell is going to be get trapped in the mucous membrane. Then after it crosses the foramen, cribriform plate, and enter into the olfactory bulb. Then it connected to the mitral cells, and the third cells will be get present. Third type of neuron is called as a granular cells, and these fibers move to the lateral medial wall. These nerves are into the medial olfactory nerve into the subcallosum gyrus, and the lateral olfactory nerves are into the amygdala, hippocampus, and the piriform cortex. Okay. So now you understand clearly of the concept of olfactory nerve. So next class we will see about, next topic we will see about the optic nerve, second nerve. Okay. This is the first nerve which will be very detailing I explained. Okay. So note it down all the things. So if you have any doubt, comment in the comment section box. Okay. Thank you all.